Hey guys, thanks for joining me on our very first episode. My name is John. I am the Map Traveler. We will be traveling this entire world as far as we can go, looking for those little tiny places that nobody necessarily really goes to, not tourist attractions. So we won't be visiting places like Eiffel Tower or Statue of Liberty or Roman Colosseum or anything like that. Those are all tourist places. So this channel has actually been about 5 years like brewing in my mind. I first thought of this idea in 2018 and didn't really have the technology then to do it exactly how I wanted. So I'm actually able to do it now. I'm super excited to go on this journey with you guys. This is something, like I said, that I've just been wanting to do for a really long time. So we're going to be finding small, out of the way, unknown places. We're going to just be seeing people's normal lives and the things that they do, the things that they see, finding places that, like I said, nobody really even knows that they exist, or I don't even know that they exist yet. But I'm hoping that I'm going to get quite a few people that are gonna leave comments and say, hey, that's my town, or hey, I've been there. So again, thank you guys for joining me on this very first episode, and I have a place picked out already. We are going to go and check out Stanley, Idaho. What's that? You've never heard of Stanley, Idaho? Well, neither have I until today. So here's Stanley, Idaho right here, and I'm sure you've noticed that this one right here says Lower Stanley, Idaho. So I know the question in your mind, John, why is Lower Stanley, Idaho above Stanley, Idaho? Well, I'll answer that question for you. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with their proportion of where they're located. Maybe it's an elevation thing. I'm really not sure. But yeah, in this case, Lower Stanley is above Stanley. Seems interesting to me. So let's grab our Google guy? Google Mapper guy? Is that his name? Does this guy have an official name? I'm not sure. Let's drop him right here into this crossroads of Stanley, Idaho. What a lovely bush. Well, thank you guys for watching. Just kidding, we're not done yet. Let's check this out. This image is from July 2008. So yeah, these images are about 15 years old now, because now it's 2013. Wow, did I just say 2013? It is 2023. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's actually 2023. But yeah, here we are in the crossroads in the middle of kind of nowhere. I mean, this is definitely not Boise. Pretty good sized city there in Idaho. Man, I love this cabin though. Look at this cabin. It's right on this river. You have these mountains in the background. It's very picturesque. Like I said, this is July. Looks like a beautiful day in Stanley, Idaho. And wow, they got buses, trailers. This looks like maybe like an auto lot or something. I'm not sure. This river is beautiful. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a lodge or something, or somebody's actual house. I mean, can't make out this sign because of that 2008 image resolution. Let's see if we can go over here and check out this sign. Well, looks like it's just giving you directions for that road that goes up. Yeah, you can't read anything here. Maybe this says Lower Stanley straight ahead and something else. I love this cabin though. You're right on the river. You've got all these beautiful mountains right around you. It's obviously beautiful during the summer. I don't see too many tall trees. Almost looks like a lot of little shrub vegetation and stuff. Seems interesting. I wonder what this space is. I mean, this looks like it could almost be like a residence, or maybe some sort of business. Really not sure. Yeah, not really sure what they do here, but they obviously need buses for whatever it is. I mean, it seems like it'd be a really nice, quiet place. I mean, you got one car here, but I don't know. I don't imagine there's too many people that go up and down your road if this is your home. It's super pretty though, right here on the river. Let's go up this road just a little bit. Let's see what see if we can. Oh, our image changed. October 2007. So this is fall, getting into winter time. I would almost say this is like, I mean, I guess it could be a lodge. So usually lodges and stuff like this on the river, not necessarily a home, but I don't see any signs this is like Big Jim's Lodge or whatever it is. I mean, this could easily be somebody's front porch. And that 2007 image resolution is really coming into handy. Of course, you gotta also think, in 2007, that was what? This was October, so what? That was the original iPhone. The original iPhone had just come out in 2007. If you are old enough to remember the release of the original iPhone, yes, I had a friend who absolutely saved up for it and got it on launch. Then congratulations, you are older like I am. 2007 looks like they've already gotten their first dusting of snow. These ones staying on the roofs. No, looks like no snow on the ground though. It's interesting. I wonder if this is like a cistern or something. I would almost say these like have to be lodges, but maybe not. Let's go down the road a little bit. Okay, here we got some signs and stuff. I feel like this is a logo, but I can't remember what it is other than starting with P. I see flags and stuff out here. It says sale. Like this has to be a zoned commercial. I mean, here's a dumpster. So this is obviously some sort of stop point or souvenir place or something. I mean, this looks like it's 2 stores. Looks like this is Goldfish. Does it say Redfish Riverside Inn is right up here. Let's check out Redfish Riverside Inn. Well, there it is. All right then. If you want to go to Redfish Riverside Inn in Stanley, Idaho, here it is. What else is up this road? Motel. So there's another motel here. I mean, this is a really small town. I mean, that's two hotels that we've seen right on this road, and more buses. Are these two? Come, stop that. Come on, there's 2 more buses over here. I mean, by the hotel, I mean, or maybe, well, it says Redfish Rivers on this side. Oh, we were looking at the wrong place. Ah, so this is your actual, maybe that's supposed to say Redfish, I'm not sure. But yeah, so maybe that's not Redfish. But I mean, it'll look like a hotel. Maybe it's apartments. So this looks like it's supposed to be your Redfish Riverside Inn. Well, I guess that makes more sense since you're right on the river. I swear I've done this before. So it's picturesque, but buses. Why are there so many buses in this area? Let's go back to this intersection well, from this distance now. Take a right. Wait, is this our? So they've got hotels here, which means that people come here because you don't have hotels, and like there's some right down here. It says Village Resort. You don't have hotels and inns and resorts in places that people don't go to. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is a big old. Which way are we looking? I think this is Village Resort that we're looking at. I mean, there's what 20, 30 rooms here. I mean, this is a pretty good sized hotel, which means there has to be something out here in Stanley that people do. I mean, this looks like a big old post stop where you get all your beef jerkies and your leather goods and all that stuff. So here's your gas stations. I can't tell if this is somebody crossing the street or if they're on a Segway. Well, that didn't help us. I don't want October. Let's go back to July. Yes, we are time traveling. This is actually a time traveling channel, in case you guys did not know that. Yeah, you have all your shops and stuff. So somebody has to be staying here. I mean, maybe it's just maybe this is the summer destination for all the busy people in Idaho when they need to get away from it all. Then maybe they come out to Stanley, because this says Mountain Village Merc. Somebody's up here. Oh, here we go. That's a little clearer. I mean, looks like they've got 5 or 6 pumps out here, a couple ice machines. I mean, and maybe this is a fishing town. Maybe fishing or hunting. I mean, that's probably a... Oh, nice. We were able to go in a little bit. Endings. I think this is the propane. I think this is a propane salesman. I mean, somebody's out here. I mean, this is... Where are we? So we got Stanley right here. I mean, this is pretty far from anything big. I mean, Boise's what was that, 50 miles? Let's just say, as the crow flies. I don't have my little scale out. But, yeah. Stanley, Idaho. I mean, you've got resorts. You've got, a few things. Triple C cabins. Let's drop back into about where we were. This is Triple C cabins. Look at these cabins. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, at least 10 cabins. And I mean, this looks like your main lodge area where you meet up with your buddies and hunt. Maybe Stanley is a big hunting and fishing city in Idaho that I just never knew about until today. Let's go up this road a little bit. I guess this is residential. Looks like everything's right off the main highway course. I mean here's another one. I mean, this looks like another lodging place. In the middle of nowhere, Idaho. I mean, it's extremely picturesque. I mean, look at these mountains. Look how beautiful this is. Quiet. What a place to hunt. This can't just be people's houses. I mean, I guess it could, but probably not. I mean, looks like boats for kayaking down the river. Looks like Stanley is a popular place for hunting and fishing. Let's go up the road really quick. I'm kind of surprised that speed limit sign only said 45 miles an hour. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, what's the next thing? Where were you even going? Protect your rivers. This looks like a thing. I mean, somebody's ranch way out here, right outside town. Yeah, there's that's Stanley. Let's hop out of here real quick. Let's see where else our Google Map man will take us. There's some photospheres around here. There's a hot springs. Let's check out the hot springs. Okay, I guess I should have given a warning that there's gonna be human bodies in pictures. This river looks like it's pretty it's got some pretty good turmoil on it. And of course the dogs. Who doesn't love dogs? I mean, it looks like this spring is fed up. I guess it's just a public spring. We can go and spring things. Sean Collins took this picture in May of 2020. It said it was a hot springs, so I'm guessing this is like a natural fed hot springs. And interesting, no blur on the bottom, just shadow. Thank you, Shadow of Sean Collins, for taking this picture. You guys make sure you pick up your trash here. I'm assuming that's trash. Yep. Oh, come on, people. I'm not saying it's these people right here, but the trash in general. Let's keep our world clean, as is reasonable. Oh my. Well, we know this nice looking lady's not in the nudes. I certainly hope these other people are not as well. Let's get out of this picture before this gets taken down for illicit reasons. Alright, what else we got here in Stanley? Let's go here. This one was just south. This one was by Derek in 2021. Okay, so it's the same spring, just different picture. This is cool. I guess this is what you do in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. I love these rivers, though. This really cool shallow river. I mean, the mountains are just beautiful. Seems like a really nice place. Alright, let's check out this restaurant, Papa Bruni's. It doesn't look like we can get down the road, but there's a photosphere right here, so let's check this out. The Sawtooth Hotel. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. That is amazing. Very quaint. And I'm sure that Sean Robbins thought the exact same thing. These jagged, I mean, they look like teeth. And more buses. Why are there so many buses in Stanley? Is this a house? Is this somebody's house on top of this mountain? I mean, this definitely looks like a structure. It's almost deceiving of how far away this thing actually looks. But you can see, I mean, this maybe it's just a scenic outlook or something. Maybe because it has like this V, like inverted V. Well, I guess it'd just be a V. Wow, an inverted V would be an A. I wonder if this is somebody's home. Or maybe it's just a scenic outlook. But it's still super cool. Anyway, why are there so many buses in Stanley? Maybe, maybe this is a hop and fire destination for folk, and I just didn't know it. Anyway, we were checking out Papa Bruni's. Seems like a nice, quaint town. I'm guessing this is road construction because of the orange flags that they were doing in July of 2021. But I mean, very much dirt roads. I would imagine this place gets a lot of snow. I mean, they had some snow in October, which means usually that you have quite a bit of snow all year round. You can actually see the Papa Bruni sign. Hodson's Saloon. Well, there's a saloon there. I guess this is the downtown nightlife for Stanley. Let's check out one more maybe. There's this one right here. Oh man, this is beautiful. I'm gonna guess and say that this is a drone image from Mr. Russell Mower in July of 2020. You know, when you get an aerial view, the place looks a lot bigger. It looks like a middle of nowhere place on the map. Of course, we were also looking at it, from July 2008, which obviously the place has grown. But I mean, you've got your hotels right here down the river. This looks like somebody's property way out here. And then right down here we had our well, this said this was wait, hang on a sec, what are we looking at? It says that Papa's is looking right here. I feel like this map is backwards. But it says that I'm facing. Yeah, it says that at this angle, I am facing directly at Papa's. But I feel like it was actually over here, since this is where the majority of the things are. Anyway, this is very picturesque. Thank you, Russell, for taking this picture for us, so we can have an aerial view of Stanley, Idaho. Let's see. We'll do one more here. We did that one. Stanley. Oh, they have an airport. Maybe this place isn't as small as I thought it was. Let's is Stanley Baking Company and Cafe. This place is happening. I mean, they even have ghosts. Apparently, you can go ghost hunting here and capture the ghosts on the cameras. This was in August of 2017. Place is pretty happening. Super cool. seem like nice folk. And that's something I've learned in all my in my map travels and in plenty of real world travels that I've had, is that you get good places. You get good places, but it's always the people that make up the good places. So that is Stanley, Idaho. Thank you guys for watching. Check me out on the next episode of The Map Traveler.